Welcome to another video. We're here in Sydney, Australia, and we're on Freshwater. Join us on this video for the amazing ferry ride, 30 minutes from Circular Quay to beautiful Manly on the original and only Manly ferry. Okay, so here we go. We're leaving Circular Quay and we've got a 30 minutes for you now. Stunning scenery across Sydney Harbour, or Jackson Cove as it was originally known as. So we've got the quays area here. Over there you can go on the speedboats and get an absolute soaking if you wanted. So you've got Thunder, and I think it's a Mako is the other one, which is the red boat. It's a beautiful temperature today in Sydney, about 23 Celsius. Just a few clouds around. And it looks as though there's plenty of people in the restaurants over there enjoying lunch. We're now at 1:32 p.m. So there's a quick look at Circular Quay. So we're currently on the Freshwater, which is the original Manly ferry, one of the famous Manly ferries. Currently runs about every 2 hours, or maybe about 2.5, depending on the times. And there we go, the 6 sails of the Opera House. Looking fabulous with the blue skies and a few clouds around. That would make a really good photo. And we've got a big cruise ship in the harbour today. So this is from P&O. And it says on the back of the cruise ship, like no place on earth. We're going to get a great view of the Opera House now as we just pass by. Not seen any sea lions on the steps there for a while. Not many at the front of the Opera House today. And over to the right here we're going to get a view of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. To the left of the Opera House is the Royal Botanical Gardens. We've got a ferry coming up here, Charlotte. Royal Botanical Gardens, well worth a visit. Beautiful gardens in there. Huge spiders. Golden orb spiders, so they're not dangerous, so you'll be absolutely fine. And there is amazing views there in the around the city. To the left hand side here we've got the outdoor opera, which I think is Madame Butterfly at the moment until towards the end of April. And here we go, we're coming up to Mrs. Macquarie's chair over there. That's normally always heaving with tourists looking across. And that's a fine looking ship. Great shot there with the Opera House behind him. So you can see the tall towers of Barangaroo. We've got the Navy Yard area. It's a beautiful calm day on the Manly Ferry today. And I've never seen the Manly Ferry so quiet. Normally there's packed full of people on the side here. I'm guessing a lot of people are still going on the fast ferries, maybe to get there faster, or they haven't got time to wait for the actual schedule of the old ferry here. So let's have a look back at Sydney, the Opera House, and the harbour bridge. We've got a sailboat there. And another great shot there, just coming up to the Opera House. So, any of you guys watching today who've been to Sydney know how spectacular it is to be here on the Manly Ferry. So the island in the middle here is Fort Denison. You can take trips over to that. And there's actually, again, amazing, nobody actually sitting or standing here at the front of the Manly Ferry. It's pretty empty today. Can't remember the time when we've had the whole Manly Ferry to ourselves. So over that way we're looking at the King's Cross area. That would be the taller buildings there in the middle. And over right in the middle here we're looking at the Millionaires area. And they've got some spectacular views over the whole of the harbour. Looking back there, we've got the Opera House. You can still see the cruise ship behind it. If you come to Sydney on a Saturday and Sunday, it's absolutely full of little sailboats. The harbour's absolutely bustling at the weekend. I guess everyone at the moment is working. But this weekend coming is Easter in a week's time. So it'll be definitely a busy time here in Sydney. panoramic view now from the harbour bridge all the way down through the city there. Getting a few more clouds around the city now. And over towards the eastern area, over towards the ocean, seems to be maybe quite a few thunderstorms over there. Just starting to turn north in the harbour now, which is heading towards the Straits of Sydney Harbour, the entrance to Sydney Harbour. Be interesting to see if we get any swells today on the harbour. I don't think so, it's pretty calm. So we've still got a good view of the city out there. And we can start to see North and South Head, the opening to Sydney Harbour. Hope you're enjoying this video today here in Sydney, New South Wales, on a March day 2023. I'm glad we can share you all these fantastic sights that Sydney Harbour has to offer. So I don't know if you can see, there's like a little white lighthouse up there. Just to the right of that is Bondi Beach, the other side. Bondi Beach in the Tasman Sea. Sailboat just coming up here. Must be so much fun if you can own a sailboat and come out onto Sydney Harbour. Beautiful properties over there. They will have really good views of the city of Sydney in the distance. And we've got the lighthouse here in the harbour, and beyond that is North Head. To the right hand side, South Head. With a weather like this today, there's going to be a lot of people on the beach in Manly. Yesterday was quite a rainy morning, so not as many probably went to the beach there. And as you can see, there's a lot of storms east of Sydney. Let's hope they don't come this way. It's going to be at the moment way out into the ocean. Clearly see now the entrance to Sydney Harbour. We're also starting to get a few swells as we pass the straits. I don't know if the camera is actually picking it up, but you can see the swells here. Might get a little bit choppy in a minute, a little bit more exciting. So to ride the Manly Ferry or the Sydney ferries, you can get the Opal card, and it's around about, I think, $16.40 or $16.80 maximum per day. You can travel anywhere in Sydney on the ferries, the trains, the light rail, or the buses. The only thing you'll probably pay extra for is to get to and from the airport. So for $16 a day, pretty cheap, unlimited travel wherever you want to go in Sydney. I think it's a really good deal. What do you reckon? So again, it's a beautiful autumn day here in Sydney, New South Wales. Thanks for watching our videos. I'm hoping you're enjoying all the stunning 4K footage we're bringing you from Sydney and Australia. If you're liking the videos, give us a thumbs up. And if you've not already subscribed to our channel, we would appreciate it. It does help us out, and we can then bring you more spectacular footage here in Australia and around the world. So we're looking there at Southhead. There's a little lighthouse there. This is the entrance to Sydney Harbour, so this is where all your cruise ships are going to come in. And most of the times we'll go and park down at Circular Quay or just west of the Harbour Bridge. Making a final left-hand turn here and heading north into Manly. Good shot there of the sailboat, clouds behind it, the storm. And if we look over this way, we can just see the city of Sydney just hiding away there. A lot more cloudier over the city area. I don't think there's any storms coming here today. Today and tomorrow is looking quite settled. And then on Saturday there may be some storms around. You can see the swells of the ocean here as we make more of a left-hand turn. pretty calm actually. I don't know if anyone who's watching at the moment has been on the Manly Ferry when it's been really stormy, and it's actually plenty of fun when it's going up and down a little bit there. But no, we're not going to see that today. It's pretty calm. So we're looking across there at North Head. You can drive up there and it gives you stunning views of the whole of Sydney Harbour, or Jackson Cove. So we're about 5 minutes away before we dock at Manly. Manly's home to obviously the beach, the Corso, which connects the beach to the ferry here. Lots of cafes, restaurants, shops. Great place to just go and chill, people watch. You do have the Manly Aquarium over here, and you've got access to all the northern beaches. And here's the Manly Fast Ferry, which is going to get to Manly a lot faster than what we do. Faster, but not as much fun as the old Manly Ferry that we were on. Good old Freshwater. So myfastferry.com.au is not part of the Sydney ferries, so that one you would have to pay separately for if you wanted to get to Manly that little bit quicker. About 22 minutes, I believe, that one. And that also goes into the northern side of Circular Quay. After disembarking the ferry, we're going to head up to the Corso, Manly Beach. If you're interested in checking out those videos, have a look at them. They're all in 4K for your enjoyment. And if you go onto our channel and just search for Manly, and you'll find there will be a selection that you'll be able to watch and enjoy. We can see Manly Wharf there in the distance. So Manly Wharf is 7 miles from Sydney, across the harbour. If you don't use the ferries, the only way is you can actually drive across the harbour bridge or the harbour tunnel and go east past the Spit, and then you'll come to the eastern beaches, northeastern beaches. Manly must be a great place to live, and if you work in Sydney, how cool would that be, getting the ferries to and from Sydney and back. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today from Circular Quay to Manly. If you have, give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments, of course subscribe to our channel, and we will see you on the next video here in Sydney soon. Thanks for watching, see you soon.